Welcome back to Philly Sports Unfiltered. Guys, in today's video, we are talking some Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders has come out in a recent interview and he said that he feels like the Philadelphia Eagles this year are an all-star team. So we're going to get into those comments. And we're also going to talk about what type of year Miles Sanders is going to have, because I think that Miles Sanders is going to have a big season and I think that he is going to earn himself a contract extension. So let's get straight into today's topic. So Miles Sanders said, we all feel like we're an all-star team. Now I know Eagles fans are thinking, Miles, please don't say this, because we remember back to the Dream Team comments with Vince Young and we're all thinking, please don't do this to us again. We're all so excited for this all-star team. We see the talent. We just don't want to say anything. We just want to keep our mouth closed. We don't want to curse ourselves. But let's get into Miles' comments. So Miles was asking about this offseason and how does it feel now that the Eagles have A.J. Brown, and how does it feel pairing him up with Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, and the rest of the offense? And Sanders said, oh man, we all feel like we're on an all-star team, so we feel great. We feel unstoppable. I'm not going to lie. The vibes are great. They've always been. Nick Sirianni is doing a great job just keeping the vibes right, the chemistry good. We compete a lot in practice, but we've got to see. It's going to come down to camp, taking it day by day and putting everything together. Okay, so if we look at his long quote is a lot more measured than just the all-star team headline. But basically, I agree. I think the vibes, the energy on this team is really good. We've injected a lot of top young talent onto this team. I think Nick Sirianni has brought a fun, competitive, playful, energetic spirit to the team that we haven't had in a while. And, as Miles said, it's going to come down to, are they putting the work in? But now I want to get into a little bit more deeply into Miles Sanders. Obviously, this is a contract year coming up for him, and he's going to be playing for his next contract in the NFL. And a lot of people are split on Miles. Obviously, he's been hit with an injury bug. But considering that Miles Sanders was a second-round pick, 53rd overall pick in the 2019 draft, he's had a really good career so far for the Eagles, despite his injury history. Last year, he had 754 yards rushing, and he averaged 5.5 yards per carry. That was 7th highest in the NFL. And in fact, over the past 3 seasons, he's averaged for his entire career 5.1 yards per carry. I think that puts him, I believe he's in the top 2 in the entire NFL. He's actually been a really, really effective, really efficient back when healthy. Obviously, first couple seasons, he had some fumble issues, but last year he only had 1 fumble. He cleaned that up quite a bit. And I think that Miles is a really good player. And I think that Miles is still a player that I still see him as someone that is improving. And, I think that he's going to have a really big season and he's going to earn that extension. Everything that we've heard is that he's coming into this year with a chip on his shoulder. He's pissed. He wants to show that he is an every down back. And he wants to show that he is one of the elite backs in the league. And I think he is also aware of what are some of his limitations. So he understands that injuries have been an issue with him, and he seems convinced that he's going to be able to clear up some of these injury bugs. He said, look, I'm going to be honest. There's a lot of injuries in this sport that you can't control. It's very physical. Broken hand, you cannot control. It happens. But ankles and stuff like that, it's on me. Okay, you can be more cognizant when he's running his route. He said, but being healthy it's going to get better. I can say that. A lot of stuff goes into playing this sport. Everybody does not stay healthy. It's just trying to stay healthy all throughout the year. You got to do your best, got to be consistent. Okay, so at least he understands what has been some of his limitations, and maybe he's changing up his training regimen, taking better care of his body, doing what he has to do to consistently be on the field. And then he was asked, what do you feel you need to do to take that next step in his career? And he said, being consistent, being more consistent. He said, I'm going to be honest, opportunities. I'll just say it simple like that. I need to be more consistent, but I need more opportunities. And we all know that over the years, the last couple years, Eagles have been doing running back by committee, which I do fully believe in. But I do think that we need to give Miles a little bit more opportunity in some situations. We often see Miles come out in a lot of goal line situations because Boston Scott has a really good knack for the end zone. And we also haven't seen him get the same type of opportunities in the passing game as he got in his rookie season. I personally would like to see Miles a little bit more involved in the passing game this season, because I feel that when he gets the ball in the open field, he's incredibly dynamic. I think he's one of the most dynamic backs in the league in space. He's extremely quick. He's extremely agile. I just want him to have more opportunities to have the ball in space, because I believe he can be a home run hitter. I think if you get him involved in the passing game, I think you're going to see his touchdown numbers go up. So I would like to see him have the opportunity. Obviously, he has to prove it. He has to bring the ball in. He has to catch it. But I would like to see him have a bit more consistent opportunity. Now, I want to get into this entire contract thing, because I believe that Miles Sanders is going to earn a contract. He's only 25 years old. We're looking here. These are the top 25 backs in the league. As you can see, most of them are in the range of 26 to 28 years old, besides Saquon here. But if we're looking at the values of the contract, we're seeing for the top 15 backs in the league, we're seeing a value of $16 million a year for Christian McCaffrey and going down to Kareem Hunt. Once you get past these guys, there's a few guys that are at $4 million, and then it's dropping down to like $1 million. A lot of people have been saying this offseason, they're expecting Miles Sanders, just due to his injury history, the level of production he's had up until this point, to be somewhere in the $4 million year range. I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles offered Miles Sanders something in the range of a 3-year, $12 million contract. I would feel comfortable with that. I think that's something that Miles can earn. I don't think $4 million is an exorbitant amount of money. Even if you say, okay, 2 years, $10 million, or 3 years, $12 million, you can throw in a decent amount of guaranteed money to try to tempt him to sign on to that. I think it would be a good signing. As I said, I think he's productive. I think he's one of the most dynamic players that we have on the team. And I still think that you can do running back by committee with a contract that is that reasonable. So overall, I want to know, what do you guys think about Miles Sanders' all-star team comments? Are you a little bit worried? Did it give you some dream team flashbacks? And what do you think about Miles Sanders for this year? Do you think that he's poised to have a big year? I really think he is. From all accounts, he's working hard on his body. He's working hard on staying focused, and he wants to dominate this year. It's a contract year. I think you mix all those things together and it spells dominant year from Miles. And my opinion, I think he's going to earn a contract extension. But what do you think? Do you want Miles Sanders back? Let me know in the comment section below. That's all I got for this one today, guys. I will catch you guys in the next video. Go Birds.